That's him late win, ain't it?
Man, yeah, just tell Marlon, just give you the fourth win. I ain't in that chat. I ain't getting none of that chat, no nothing, blood.
Oh, okay.
Ain't
nobody got the bill. That's a goddamn fourth victory right there. I'm about to put it in there now.
What is that Milton like? I'm gonna find out. He like to run that bit.
Yeah, he like to run. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Oh yeah, he running already. He getting out here running.
Y'all playing now, Dirty?
Yeah. He scored already. He not already scored. It's up.
Oh, that motherfucker, he gonna cheat now.
Nah, he just ran the ball, man.
Okay. Then they got a decent user game too. Man, I'm trying to get these dudes here.
Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible, run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive. And that'll carry over the back line.
Let me look a little bit of this shit, man. You said that trade over, Sid?
Oh, no, that sure didn't. Damn, hold on.
I was like, man, I'm about to get the fuck out of this motherfucker now.
Hold on, let me do this training real. I'm in this fucking training now.
Just send it, man. I'll accept it in the morning when I get up and log on.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you straight.
Yeah, because I'm about to go downstairs in a minute, man. Let me look at this. See what Milton doing to dirty ass. Yeah, cause I get Norman, dude. Hey, you ain't gonna be able to do shit not throwing that bitch on me. Cause I'm gonna move Hump Dog to the slot.
For a touchback.
That's the camera you play with, Dirty?
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord. Somebody else play with that camera.
What is it?
It's like a sky view.
Oh.
But they passed out to this runner. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year. They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. He stopped immediately there.
Got a lot of movement on the ground.
After what we just saw, we know that with third down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge the offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense to put in the air? really snuck out there. He's got nice first down there.
What do we say? Get those backs into space. Right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Seven nothing, man. Milton up dirty in the red zone.
Man, run that ball with Barkley, man. Eli can't throw worth shit.
Hey, man, I'm going to mute your ass. I've been doing all right without you. You watching the game?
Yeah.
I'm about to mute y'all ass. Yeah, man, here they come. Cheerleading and shit. Man, they can sit their ass down, man. They ain't finna fuck my game up.
Instead of playing games.
All right, let me play my game.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden, that's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They're going to get after him one more time.
Oh, he threw the motherfucker too soon. Damn, he threw the motherfucker too soon. I'm about to mute y'all ass.
Ain't nobody talking to you.
I know, that's why I'm about to mute you. Now you ain't gonna be able to hear you. I'll be alright. Talk to each other. Look at TV, nigga. Don't be on it. Shit.
The Jags heading out on offense. Last year we said, Charles, one of these years it has to come together for the Jaguars, doesn't it? Well, guess what? It certainly did. They won double-digit games for the first time in 10 seasons, and they picked up 2 more wins in the playoffs before falling in that tough one to New England.
And they decided that on offense, they were going to be a team that knocked you off the ball and ran it. That's why they drafted Leonard Fournette out of LSU. He gave them some toughness and an identity. Quarterback Blake Bortles, often criticized, but elevated his play in the playoffs, both with his legs and his arm. But the defense, that's where the big transition happened. Yannick Ngakoue coming off the edge. Calais Campbell may be the best player on the defensive line in the league last season. But Jalen Ramsey in that corner, he gives him the swagger, he gives him the reach, and he gives him the great play on the edge. Flushed out. He's taken down.
That is a sight, a sound that Giant fans hope to see more of this year.
We know they put a big emphasis on it in the offseason, and it paid off in a big way early in this game, getting to the quarterback. The Giants know they get the pass rush bumped up.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrol the passing lanes.
Shotgun now for Bortles. It's Lane. Past the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Man, what the fuck?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a good run. This is only one of 9 guys that go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Back to the ground. This time it's high. He's going to be stopped at about the 47-yard line. Only another pickup there, and they're going to get a 3rd down.
Right now, once he just stepped out, once he says, oh, no, that appeared to be the case of see ball, get ball.
Ah, overshoot, damn. Damn on.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to 42 down, 1st and 10.
Okay.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from him a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And the first play will be a field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
Uh-oh.
He missed it. No goal. And this score will stay right where it is. So they come away with nothing here. Disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the ring, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give me an extra second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up good.
Ah, come the fuck on, man. Why you didn't block, bro?
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll get to make that and then some on 2nd and 13. Comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, they're ready to get points over this field. He's the one that got to him. He takes it down for a loss of 9. And they work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Man, you supposed to stay out there, man. Supposed to stay out there, bro.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that semi-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now they're going to run the toss. The first brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Good toss play. This time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up that really good yardage.
The pitch to Fournette. Back-to-back nice games for 14 yards and another first. Looking back to Leonard Fournette's rookie campaign, over 1,000 yards rushing. And coming into the league, some people saw this kid as an ex-Adrian Peterson. What can we expect from him going forward?
I like the comparison because of the size, the strength, the speed. But I think he can just be better than Adrian Peterson. So I think he can up his utilization in the passing game. But what really impressed me was down the stretch in the divisional playoff game against Pittsburgh. Hurt his ankle, left the game for a while, and came back and helped power his team to a big victory. Remember, he had some dings in his LSU that kicked him out of a few games. I thought that was a breakthrough for him.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now for nice hit, drives the ball free, and makes it 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver, and then if it was a touchdown, couldn't even find his outlet man because the coverage was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Fournette.
Ah!
He's over for a touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars have 6 to lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that'll make the score 14-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Giants making their way out, and at this point you would have to think that all mentions of last year maybe erased from team history, or at least that's what they want. Clearly, Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, the talent on this team, too good for another 3-13 finish, right?
And I think that was reflected in their draft in 2018. Because if it was an all-out rebuild, they would have drafted a quarterback at number 2. Instead, they drafted Saquon Barkley. So that signals to me they want to get back to running the football and trying to punish people on offense and take the pressure off of Eli Manning. And on the defensive side of the ball, they obviously have to get better. But believe it or not, you know who can really help them there? Their head coach, Pat Shermer. Comes from a defensive family, understands how valuable it is, and loves the toughness and the identity that a good defense can provide. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Lawletta on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll fake it. Now Lawletta. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
You're trying to rob somebody.
We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap the ball
you asked for RG3.
the play calling to help him out a little bit?
You asked
There's
for
a pass on
RG3.
first down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. The open man is Westbrook. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Fournette. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
You asked for Kareem Hunt.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And
Yeah, you asked for you asked for that though.
Here's Lambeau
Right.
to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25.
Have you ever seen 3-5 be decent? You act like you do.
Yard line. This offense trots back out there.
I get my rematch.
One thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that?
I'm drinking too.
Circle a guy around, and here he goes. No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to see where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'll be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught.
Next time, I'm just going to quit when I got you down 21.
Than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field.
No, it ain't, nigga. The 21 rule is always in effect.
I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Lauletta now to throw it. Open man right side.
I ain't never had one. I don't even got a pair of white drawers, nigga.
31-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to
Got
call
some
a
white
timeout
t-shirts.
as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down.
Man, my dude hard, nigga. Now, I'm damn near finna be the MVP.
Coming off play action, Lauletta. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Yeah, I'm sorry with nice. I was sorry with George last
year. Ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact.
I'm a center anyway. They give me the ball when I want.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Over. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance.
Reception he had that ended their last drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta to Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 4th down, Lauletta. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kareem Martin in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Handoff comes to Hyde. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Jaguars on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing is Bortles. Being chased, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Olivier offensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Back deep, it's Odell Beckham. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Gone! All right, here we go. Green,
Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. A reminder, 4 more games set to kick off later this afternoon. Chiefs, Chargers, Seahawks and the Broncos, Redskins and Cardinals, and then the Cowboys against the Panthers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kareem Martin in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Mike Adams, a strong safety.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, it's Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Beckham. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, those Giant fans, you know that they love seeing Saquon Barkley wearing their jersey, but it's interesting. He actually grew up a Jets fan.
Yeah, I wonder what his dad was thinking. What would Big Al was thinking on draft night? Had to be so happy for his son. But they grew up watching Jets games. Just sit together, watch it. In fact, Dad has a Jets tattoo.
Yes.
Okay, so that tells you about how much he loves that team. You think Saquon's going to fix that and make it a Giants tattoo?
Yeah, he wants to make that a Giants tattoo. That family, though, they fully converted. They're supporting the G-men. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And fights through one man. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Yeah, he was the first back taken in the draft. Ended up going number 2 to the Giants, and there was never a doubt that he would be the first runner off the board. And we just saw why. His ability with the ball in his hands to turn a nice little gain into something big. He makes plays no matter how you get him the ball.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Lawetta looking for a 1st down throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Leopard. Leopard. Mike 50. Mike 50. Detroit. Detroit.
On 1st down, it's Lawetta. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gun. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Now here's Lawetta. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jalen Ramsey, the all-pro corner there defensively for Jacksonville.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lawetta back to the air. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
17 guys, check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle. Cover, baby. Cover, baby. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll throw again with Lauletta. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. 3rd down here.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
To the air yet again, Lauletta. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun.
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From midfield, here's Bortles. Caught, Safarian-Jenkins, right side. That one goes for 24 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Bortles again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mario Edwards in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
11B. Hey, 5-0. 11B.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Lucky 56. Gone.
On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Giants on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and a mile. Lauletta, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Riley Dixon now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you know, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll give to Hyde. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
2nd down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee, 34 yards, and the Jaguars continue to roll. Lambeau to add on the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball, at least to...
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Lauletta now to throw it. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Giants on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Lauletta. It's caught. Shepard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Gun! Set! Blue 90!
On 1st and 10, Lauletta. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
3rd and 1, Lauletta wants to throw. And Fowler's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Lauletta to Barkley on the check down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta on the move to his left. His throw incomplete. The linebacker Telvin Smith able to get a hand on it there.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Well, it's Loletta. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And the kick by Rosas is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Short kick here. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. Build to a crescendo.